Hello there, Internet. Mogwai here, and I got another video for you guys today. Today we're gonna embrace our degenerate side, and we're gonna infinite mill combo people to death with this deck right here. Before we hop into it, though, I'm gonna give a shout outs to MTG Goldfish, as I did take this deck idea from them. Somebody posted it on my stream yesterday, a link in which they also uploaded a deck video on what is called a Grixis historic mill deck, right? So I took that list. I really like the concept of it, but I didn't think it was properly built. Like, not trying to disrespect it or anything, but I didn't like the way it was optimized. I felt like adding red onto the deck was completely unnecessary, and there was a few things that I didn't like about it. And I think I made a more consistent version, because the video that they uploaded was only a deck tech. Like, they didn't actually show any gameplay, so they didn't show the deck in action, which is kind of like, are we supposed to take for granted that this deck works? I'm going to make it work, goddammit. I'm going to show them all. And that's what we're going to do here. So, still, shout out to them, because the idea is originally from that link, which I will leave in the description down below, so you can check out the article and all that on it. But this is a Liliana historic mill deck, which creates an infinite loop, and we just completely mill our opponent's deck in one turn. So I'm going to explain how that's actually possible. We run the likes of Liliana untouched by death, and there are 4 key components to this combo. The first one is, like I said, Liliana, the Planeswalker, untouched by death. Then we have the creature, the Delegate Excavator. On top of that, we have the Arcane Adaptation. And last but not least, we have the Chamber Sentry. So the idea with this deck is we need Arcane Adaptation, the enchantment, because we need to use this to select Zombie as a creature type. Arcane Adaptation here says, has an ability that says the following. As Arcane Adaptation enters the battlefield, you choose a creature type. Creatures you control are the chosen type in addition to other types. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield, which include the graveyard, which is very important. So we play this, and we choose Zombie. And that way, every single one of our creatures is a zombie, including robot zombies, like Chamber Sentry right here. Chamber Sentry is has an effect there that enables you to give a +1/+1 counter on it for each color of mana spent to cast it. The important thing about this is that we can cast this guy for 0 mana. And if we do that, he's a 0/0. So he dies instantly. And that is where the fun begins. So we play Arcane Adaptation, and we convert the Chamber Sentry into a zombie. We may have played him prior, or we may have milled him from our deck, or some other way we got him to the graveyard, which is where we want him, right? Then we have the Delegate Excavator, which is the main enabler of this crazy combo, as she has the following ability. Whenever you cast a historic spell, which includes a legendary or artifact, and this is an artifact, target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard. So, with Liliana, she's the one that sets it all loose by applying her -3 ultimate. You may cast zombie cards from your graveyard this turn. When you apply this, you get a little emblem that enables you to cast zombie cards, as many zombie cards as you can from your graveyard this turn. We play Liliana. We apply her -3. We get the emblem. And then, we don't even need Delegate Excavator on the board. Delegate Excavator can be on the graveyard as well, because she will become a zombie too. We just need 2 mana to cast Delegate Excavator, have her on the board, and then we keep casting Chamber Sentries for 0. They die, they proc the Delegate Excavator, we mill 2, they go back to the graveyard, we cast them again. We mill them, they go to the graveyard, we play them. You see my hand movement here? Again, infinite loop. We mill the entirety of our opponent's deck, and we slowly make them cry. It is beautiful. And that the rest of the deck is made to ensure that we can make this happen and stop our opponent from killing us before we get to, make this happen. That's basically what this deck is. So we need 4 key cards. So we need card draw. We need to be able to run through our deck and select our combo pieces. And we also need to be able to slow down aggressive decks while being able to fish for our combo pieces. So we have the likes of Search for Escanta, which can enable us to speed up the process. And if we play this on curve, we can just constantly Surveil technically at the beginning of each turn, which can be very, very key. We have 4 Moments of Craving and 4 Frost's Contempt because we are taking mono red into consideration. We're expecting mono red to be the most common of the aggro decks that we face on the ladder. So we have 4 copies of each to enable us with all the life gain that we can so we can survive against them. That's our removal basically. We have Discovery to help us search for our combo pieces better. We have Thought Erasure in case we're facing control and any sort of deck to take away the most menacing card or something that could counter our strategy. And then we have the likes of Mastermind's Acquisition, which is why we're also going to dive a little bit into the sideboard, because this is actually a sideboard designed for the best of 1 ranked environment, which is where we're going to play this deck. Like, this sideboard is not intended for best of 3. We're using our sideboard because with Mastermind's Acquisition, we could choose a card you own from outside the game and put it in your hand, which is referring to the sideboard basically. So with this, we can either search. Most of the time we're going to search one of our key components because, like I said, we need Liliana, Arcane Adaptation, we need a Diligent Excavator and a Chamber Sentry in the graveyard, and we need this on the board and this on the board as well, right? So we search one of those components, or we search a key answer in our sideboard for it. And that is the deck list right there, right? So like I said, Diligent Excavator on the board, play a bunch of sentries. They're zombies, so we can keep casting them because of Liliana's ultimate, and we mill our opponents to death. So the last thing that I'm going to talk about this deck is the sideboard, because of the fact that I incorporated Mastermind's Acquisition to the build, I have the ability to add in everything is a 2-of except for Boneyard Parley, because I have I have 3 Mastermind's Acquisition, but I don't think I'm going to take like multiple copies of this, more than 2 copies of the same card. I don't think a game is going to play out that way. But just in case, we have these. We have Cry the Carnarium in case we're facing a Boros, Weenie, or Selenia token deck, so we can wipe out their board. We have Mnemonic Betrayal, because maybe some crazy scenario in which we can use something from our opponent, and or we need to exile their graveyard. We have Unmoored Ego, because in case we're facing, for example, Nexus, we can search for Unmoored Ego, put it in our hand, and then ban Teferi. Then we have Phyrexian Scriptures, in case this card is there, in case our opponent plays a lot with their graveyard. That way we can exile it completely, right? We have Ritual of Suit in case we're facing an aggressive deck and or, for example, a mid-range build with Golgari mid-range, in which Ritual of Suit is very powerful. We also have Eldest Reborn because we can play Mastermind's Acquisition at 1/4 and search for Eldest Reborn in a particular scenario in which, you know, we need it. For example, for facing Teferi or a Karnish Tyrant that's alone on the board, you know, etc. We have Vampire Sovereign because the idea is we play Mastermind's Acquisition on turn 4 and we get the Vampire for the next turn. And in case we're facing aggro and we need even more life gain, then we can get a potential blocker that also heals us 3 life. So this is like the best 5-drop against mono red aggro, so we have it in the sideboard just in case. And 1 Boneyard Parley, because why the fuck not? You know, we can just go big and just do something with this. And yeah, that is the idea with the sideboard, to basically search for it with Mastermind's Acquisition and enable us to adapt in very niche specific scenarios against specific matchups, right? But the main idea is that to mill our opponents and to get this infinite loop going on. So I'm going to showcase off some gameplay that I had with this in my stream yesterday, the day I'm recording this, which is actually, this video was like, this gameplay I'm going to showcase off was after like yesterday's video in which I climbed, because I'm currently really high ranked, but I think in this video I'm definitely, in the gameplay I'm going to showcase off, I'm much lower ranked because this was before, you know. Key information, I guess, there. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a solid day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the degeneracy. And hope you love some mill. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. So, bye. Well, we have some key components here. We'll keep this hand. Right, easy moment of craving right there. It'd be nice if I could start drawing into lands though. Like, I only need to curve out into 4, but Well, we'll have to play this. Okay, he has a shock. Alright. We missed a land drop there. Yikes. Ritual of Suit would be good here. Oh my god. Ah, the auto tap, man. Oh well. Being a bit slow here. The problem is this Mastermind's acquisition is a bit of... Okay. I have to play this because it speeds up my combo. But if it gets removed... At least she absorbed 3 damage. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Okay, it's in. I'll take the head if he goes for the risk factor here. I'll take it. At least that forced out his, oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, okay, okay. We gotta get going. We gotta get going immediately. No, we can make him discard that, actually. Which is better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This means I can play her from the graveyard anyways? So we going in. We going in. Because now she's a zombie, which means that with Liliana, I can always just cast her that turn. We'll take the hit. Let's go for the win, boys! Ha! You've activated my trap card! Bitch!
The etchings prove my immortality. Open the graves.
Did I already had one in my grave? I already had one in my graveyard. I already had one in my graveyard. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot I had one in my graveyard. It was calculated BM anyways. Yeah, I'll keep doing this, bro. We may be here for a while. I don't know if he's not realizing what's happening, or if he's just being a little bit salty about it.
This was boring anyway.
I mean, yeah, we're just milling faster. That's just not how it works, bro. The emblem is there. Get wrecked. Get so wrecked. Yeah, man, play the other one. What are you doing? I know. I fucked up. Sorry, I derped several times there. Like, first of all, I didn't play the second one. I don't know why. And I didn't realize I forgot that I had one killed earlier. So I didn't need to fish for the other one. Like, I had the combo all along in my hand. I derped. I forgot that I had one in my graveyard, basically. Shit happens. I'm kind of an idiot. Oh well. I'm gonna keep this hand, even though I am lacking black source of mana. We have more black mana in our deck, so I could have played one sentry here. Should have probably played one sentry, but we are the king of top decks, and we're just gonna draw into a swamp there. And what do we do here? Guess we take Skewer the Critics, right? Goblin Chain Whirlers are a problem, but direct damage is even more of a problem. We need to keep that there. So another burn deck, and unfortunately, I really hope it doesn't auto tap here. Thank God. We're gonna set it at 2, that way it doesn't die to the Goblin Chain Whirler there. At least these chamber sentries will enable me to defend a little bit. I can prevent damage this way. Thanks. Alright, we gotta try to stay alive, but unfortunately we're missing several combo pieces here. And yeah, we're struggling. We need to top deck really, really efficiently here. That's one way to top deck efficiently. Man, if we could top deck the enchantment after this, we would always have to play Liliana first.
I value moral flexibility.
And now we can play the Degenerate Excavator, so we can use it to block. And now we just need to top. If we top deck the enchantment, we actually win. All we need to do is top deck the enchantment. We top deck the enchantment and we win.
One person's trash is another woman's army.
I mean, and if we okay. Now we're dead. It's just close. We missed like one component. Because the cool thing about Liliana is that, and the combination with the excavator is that if we send it to the graveyard, we can cast her from the graveyard anyway. So the combo is not that far away. Like it's all about finding the enchantment in Liliana. Because that's the most important thing. Obviously, because the excavator can just go to the graveyard early on. Like we can play aggressively with the excavator, and just not worry about her like living or not, because we can always like just play her from the graveyard again. We are gonna keep this hand. This hand is quite dreamy. We have one of the components of the combo right here. We have Search for a Skanta to search for the other two, and we have good cards here to stay alive. So we will be doing just that. Let's go search for Skanta here. See, I'd rather... I don't know what I'd rather see, a control matchup or this. That's super keep. We're actually able to curve out into the arcane adaptation there, which means that we have the first thing set up. Now we just need to find Liliana and find the correct timing for her. That is super easy for us to deal with. Go. We play a Chamber Sentry here, which can just threaten him on his own with this super attack. And if he kills him, then he just goes to the graveyard, which is where we want him anyways. We send that to the graveyard. We don't need it. God, Escantha's so key here. I'm actually concerned. Nah, it's fine. That's fine. But realistically, I shouldn't have attacked because I don't want like him to like Frost's Contempt it or Cry of the Canarium and just have it exiled. So that's a little bit risky there. Let's see what he has to surveil there. Okay, he probably will proc it again. Unfortunately for us, because of the design of our deck, man, if we could I like that card there. I like that Thought Erasure there. But at the same time, we need to start searching for the good stuff here. Yeah, we draw into another one anyway, so easy. Oh, this Reborn. May as well take this out, right? Jabaited. Jabaited. Right, now we go for this. There we go. 4, 5, 6. God damn it, we're so close. We're actually so fucking close. Oh. No, actually we win. We win. We win. This is perfect. No, we don't win. We don't win. What am I talking about? Yes, we do. No, we don't. We don't. Actually, we need to take this. Because we need to bait out the removal from him. I tapped the blue mana. I need to bait his removal here. Yes! 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 Yeah, boy! There we go! It's over, buddy. It's over. Oh. GG. we get the memo? Oh, it's such beautiful degeneracy. I guess we're in here for a while.
2,000 years later.
4. Three. 2. And -2. Gotta, you know, gotta have some empathy. Gotta, you know, gotta make him feel a little bit better about himself. See, I'm suffering too, brother. I feel ya. I feel ya. Okay, one more. Because I fucking hate my cards, man. Fuck my cards. Alright.